Okay, so mine and my husband's, I guess you could say the husband and wife tag is being postponed until hopefully this Saturday. He keeps changing his mind. We were going to do it yesterday and then it didn't happen. So we'll see. So I figured since we're waiting on that, I would give you the Ask All About Her video today. So I messed up her hair, sorry. So first thing first, I want to give a shout out to Coraline Hernandez. She is the main person who gave us like a total of like 10 to 13 questions to ask. So she's awesome for giving us that many questions, especially since I have so little viewers. I try to give it several days for people to put in their questions. I have so little viewers that there weren't a whole lot of people who asked questions. So I'm happy that she asked as many as she did. So let's go ahead and start off with the basics. What is your full name?
Lilli Diane Garcia.
Lilli Diane Garcia. And here's, just to give you guys a little bit of a fun fact. I named her Lilli. The story for that is actually quite funny. So, Colin's just trying to control her brother. Okay, so originally I wanted to name her, for sure her middle name was going to be Hana, which if you don't know, Hana is Japanese for flower. And her first name was going to be Lilli. Now, the reason why it was changed was because my husband was like, Lilli is too short to be just her actual name. That's more like a nickname. And so he's like, that's too short to be her actual name. And I was like, okay, well, he used it as her nickname, but I've got to name her something that would make sense to name her Lilli for a nickname. So I started looking at all the things, and I didn't like the name Lillian. I have my own personal views on that name. It sounds a little bit too, it just didn't fit with the way that I wanted to name her. And so I crossed out Lillian, and then we thought, okay, well, what if we name her Liliana or Liliana, and then her middle name Hana? But when you say that together, Liliana, Hana, it's kind of a mouthful. So what I ended up doing was shoving Hana, which was originally supposed to be her middle name, and I shoved it with Lilli to make Lilli Hana. So you are supposed to pronounce the H in there. So the way you spell her name is Lillihana. So it makes her name a little bit unique. You do have to pronounce the H when you say her name. And then we switched her middle name, since I shoved it into her first name. We named her Diane, which is actually after my grandmother on my father's side. My grandmother's name was Diane McFarland. She passed away just shortly, about a year or two before she was born. So
I never got to meet her.
She never got to meet her. So we felt that was a good fitting. So her official full name ended up being Lilliana Diane, and then Garcia as her last name. So yeah, when is your birthday?
Oh shoot! Oh wait, hold on. What?
I surprised her with that. When is your birthday?
February 28th. Oh, 2009.
There you go, February 28, 2009. So that leads us into the very first question from Coraline. Her first question was, how old is she? So how old does that make you?
11.
11, which means she'll be 12 in just 5 months, you guys. I'm not ready.
That's fine.
What grade is she going into? What grade are you going into? 6th grade, yes. She gets to start 6th grade next week.
I have 8 classes, right? 8?
Yes, this will be her first year. So here in Texas, 6th grade is considered middle school. So she will be going into middle school, and yeah, she's starting middle school. So her class schedule is going to be an A-B schedule for those of you who don't know that, A means she'll attend 4 classes on A day, which will be Tuesday, which is when school starts, September 8th, Tuesday, September 8th. She'll have her A classes, and then Wednesday, September 9th, will be her B classes, and then Thursday, which is the next 4, and then Thursday will be A, and then Friday will be B. So she has an A-B schedule, and it splits her 8 total classes into 4 classes each day. So it just kind of helps. What are your hobbies?
I don't have many. Honestly, I don't know.
She mainly likes playing with slime. That's a hobby, right?
Is gaming a hobby?
Oh, gaming. Yes, she is a gamer, you guys.
My dad says I'm a miniature version of him.
She is her dad's apprentice, basically. So her favorite Xbox games are
Fortnite, Roblox, and Minecraft.
Yep, those are the 3. Mainly the 3 that we allow her to play. But she also likes to play them, and they were fun, and she's actually really good at it, especially for, surprisingly, Fortnite. Which
I had help with a friend, and I hope you know who you are.
That leads into what does she do for fun? Pretty much everything we just named, right?
Yeah.
She plays on the Xbox. When she's not playing on the Xbox, she does play on the computer, Fall Guys, which is a new game that just came out.
Like 2 weeks ago?
A week or 2 ago, yeah. So occasionally we'll let her on to my computer to play Fall Guys. Other than that, when I'm not allowing her on the Xbox or on the computer, she'll be on her phone playing the exact same games. And
when I'm not on my phone, I'll be on the Surface.
Which is my laptop.
Yeah. Not playing games. I don't like the games that are on there. I'm either watching Netflix or just watching some movies, which is repeating movies over and over and over, because I have a habit of that.
She has, this will answer some of another question down below. What are her favorite shows?
Oh.
So that question was actually asked, I don't know how to pronounce that one. It's Kawa? Potato W? I don't know. I'm sorry.
It's my cousin's friend.
Yeah, so it's Kawa, and then
I don't know if she wants me to say her real name.
No, don't.
Yeah,
say
okay.
We don't. UWU. So you know who you are. Sorry, I can't pronounce that. But yeah, she asked, "What is your favorite show?" So what are your favorite shows that you like to watch on Netflix?
Netflix is Victorious.
Liv and Maddie. Okay, well she was into Liv and Maddie, and she watched it like she watched it like.
It had like loads of songs in it, and
yeah, she watched it like she would watch the whole show, binge watch it all the way through, and then when she was done, she'd start it over and do it again. And then once it was done, she'd start it over and do it again.
I did it like 5 times, and then I kind of got bored and I wanted to watch something else.
So that's kind of like what she does. She finds a particular show that she likes to watch, and she watches it over and over and over until she gets sick of it, and then she finds something else. And then once she's taken a break from the first show and she's watched the second show over and over and over, sometimes she'll go back and watch the first show again. So her main shows are Liv and Maddie,
Victorious, Sam and Cat, which is related to Victorious.
That's fine.
Yeah, shows wise.
Show.
I have a little bit of movies.
Do you know how tall you are?
No.
We just measured you the other day. I want to say she's 4 feet 3 inches, or very close to 5 feet. I'm 5'5", and she comes almost up to my shoulders. So, yeah, we'll say like I think it's like 4 feet and 8 inches. I think somewhere in there. She's above 4 feet. We had to measure her because for Rosalie's birthday party, we're going to an indoor water park, and for the tickets, they don't do it age-based, they do it height-based, and if you're over 48 inches, you have to pay a certain amount, and if you're under 48 inches, you pay the other amount. So we had to measure her to see if she was over or under. 48 inches is exactly 4 feet. So she measured, I think 4 feet was like right here to her, like right at her neck. So yeah, I want to say she's either very like 4 feet 8 inches or very close to 5 feet. Pretty much very close to 5 feet. Are you liking all the stay-at-home stuff?
I mean, yes, because I have more time to play games. But no, because I do want sometimes to go like out and be free.
And play with friends? You miss playing with friends?
Huh?
With friends?
Yeah. Wait.
You miss playing with friends?
Yeah.
Well, and then that kind of is the same thing. How do you feel about staying at home? So.
I know how to fix it. No, you're not supposed to mess it up. We're gonna make a big bubble with it.
I don't know. Question unknown.
It's hard for us. It's hard for her to answer because her pretty much when she was going to school, that was her going to school. That was her going out time. We don't really go out much to begin with. So when all the COVID-19 stuff happened,
It was kind of like
the ordinance
regular
to
days.
stay at home, it was kind of normal for us anyways. We're big, huge homebodies, you know. When we do go out, it would be to go out fishing, and they would go to the park, and me and my husband would go fishing, or my husband would go kayaking while we went to the park. We didn't really go out much, just because it just wasn't possible for us. So it didn't change that much. So they're kind of used to it. In fact, right before all the COVID-19 stuff happened, I was starting to get a little worried because they would stay inside all day if I let them on their iPads or on their phone or on the Xbox. Then it got to the point where I was like, oh, no. Instead of grounding y'all from inside, I'm going to start grounding y'all, or instead of grounding y'all from outside, whenever you get in trouble, I'm going to ground you from inside. Force your butts outside to go ride your bikes or something. Because they each have a bike. She has a bike and a scooter. They don't go outside to use it.
My bike has flat tires. 2 flat tires.
You can use
And
like
my
this
scooter, I don't know how to adjust it to go to my height. It like goes all the way to my stomach. It goes to my stomach.
That's how long it's been since she's used it.
No, because Daddy has to fold it down so it could actually close up. Liar.
Anyway. Next question is, are you excited about school?
Yes and no. No, because I have to take 8 classes. But yes, because my sister has to go to school first and I get to stay home a little bit more. Like, I get to stay.
No, you don't. I've already explained this to you. So the way here in Texas, the way the schools are, the starting point for elementary, during the day, the daytime, like, so time in the morning that school starts, it changes based off the grade level, or the school level. So elementary school classes, they have to be at school by 7:45 because classes start at 8 o'clock. And they get out at 2:45 or 2:55/3 o'clock is when they get out. For middle school, they stagger it. So elementary, they have to be there at 7:45 because classes start at 8. Middle school, they don't have to be there until 8:45 because the classes don't start until 9. So she's thinking that she gets to stay home, but relatively, that's not how it's going to happen because by the time
Well, I don't know if they meant like homeschool or like regular school.
When school starts, right now Texas is in a 100%, for the first 4 weeks of school, Texas is at a 100% virtual start off. So when school starts September 8th, it's going to be virtual only for the first 4 weeks. Then around October 6th, I believe, is when they're going to make the decision on whether or not the next 4 weeks after that is still going to be at home or if they are finally going to allow face-to-face in school. At home, school is going to start when school starts because they have, at the end, at March, the way it was as long as you got on and you did your assignments for the day, it didn't matter what time you got on. As long as your assignments were done for the day, you were good. That was back in March. Now, for at home, they are trying to make it more structural, so they're going to have a system base to where you have to log on at the same time that your class would originally start.
What?
So if your class, for Rosie, her first class starts at 8 o'clock, she has to log on at 8 o'clock. Your first class starts at 9 o'clock, you have to log on at 9 o'clock. If you don't, they count you tardy or absent for the day. So I have a whole vlog that's going to be about homeschooling and how I'm handling it for the first 4 weeks and stuff like that, but that's for another vlog. So let's get back to the questions, and then it's, what's your favorite color?
Purple! Purple and pastel purple.
Food?
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti. Dessert?
I have low. Ice cream, cake, cupcake, cookies, and
Anything with chocolate.
yeah, and candy. Any type of candy.
What's your favorite toy? Do you have a favorite toy? Sorry.
Is that a toy?
I consider it a toy because it's something only kids play with. Well,
No,
not really. There
no.
are
Some
adults who play
people,
it, yeah.
some people play with it.
She's kind of at the age where she doesn't really have any toys that she plays with.
That picture looks like I do.
Yeah. She, I can't say that she was never a Barbie girl.
Well, yeah, I was at a certain point.
I never bought you any Barbies. You
What-
never
oh,
once
wait.
got a Barbie.
No, when Brianna came over, she like would bring some Barbies and stuff, and we would all play with it.
Yeah, that's
Them.
because you were forced to play with it. But her
I was.
interest
Oh, yeah,
herself, she never liked Barbies. Her main thing when she was littler was My Little Ponies. So I went all out and got her a bunch of My Little Ponies. Then she grew out of that.
You had to throw all of them away.
Yeah. So she's kind of at the age now where she doesn't really have any toys per se. She's more into the electronic
Squishies!
Squishies.
I have a
Stuffed
whole
animals.
box of them.
That's what she has, is stuffed animals and squishies. And when you combine both stuffed animal and squishies, she's in heaven. And what's your, so now she asked, what is your favorite candy?
Chocolate! Oh, chocolate and taffy. I love taffy.
Do you have a specific candy though, like a brand of candy? Like mommy only likes, really loves the chocolate from that one.
The ones where you unravel and like it has a soft, hard chocolate around it, but then in the middle it's like all creamy and delicious.
They're
Oh,
called truffles. She likes
truffles! Those are really good.
See. Oh, I made it go away. I think the last question that someone asked was, we done your favorite show, so what's your favorite movie?
Right now you got me into Twilight.
I did. So yeah, she's been watching Twilight over and over and over. Not just Twilight, the first movie, like the whole series, the Twilight saga, from the first movie to the last.
Twilight, New Moon, Eclipse, Breaking Dawn, Part 1, and Breaking Dawn Part 2.
Yep. So she'll watch them.
I used to not know any of the names. Well, like I would know them, but like not know the order, like where they would go.
Yeah, she would ask me, what movie's supposed to be next?
What is that supposed to mean?
But yeah, so she finally has gotten into it a little bit more. So I definitely say Twilight. What else? Before Twilight.
Disney princesses movies, Disney movies, Disney related movies. I used to love Tangled.
There you go. Let's see. That's all the questions that I have on here on the post that I put on Instagram. Can you think of anything else you might want the viewer to know about you?
I got an ice cream. All my friends.
I know. I love my family.
All right, you guys. That was all the questions that were sent in, and that's pretty much all we can think of, right?
Next would be Rosie. Right?
Yep. So at the end, it's
At the end of this.
All right, so we're at the end of this video. If you liked it, please make sure you leave a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and make sure you hit that little bell notification
to get notified every single time we post a new video.
And the next post will be for Rosalie. So go head on over to my Instagram and click on the picture that I will have posted of Rosalie and ask your questions all about her. And yeah, if you have any other comments or questions, go over to Instagram and leave them under either, you can go back and leave them under her picture again if there's any questions that you guys want us to answer that we didn't answer, and leave the new questions for Rosalie underneath Rosalie's picture, basically. So yeah, until next time.
Bye!
It's working.